inspirational. Turn your radios. Sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. You gotta sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. If you want that grown and inspirational, then turn your radio to the Four Corner Show. Hot and spicy topics, come enjoy the show. So let's get personal on the Four Corner Show. Relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. You gotta sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. If you want that inspirational, then turn your radios.
Bam.
Wow.
Bam.
Bam. Bam.
That was smooth.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hello, everyone. Hey. Happy. This is Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy
My
Tuesday.
days mixed up. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Wonderful.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So
How about you? How you doing?
I'm doing good. You know how some of those days, well, I'm sure that happens to everybody, but today I'm just being transparent. You know how you get up, and I went walking and exercising. I walked 2 miles today, and then you get back home and you're just constantly moving.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took a late shower, and it just does something to you. You just like, oh. So when you ask the question, I'm super relaxed and just kind of like, yeah. You understand, Michael?
Yeah, nice shower and something cold and red to drink. You know what I mean?
Can't never go wrong. Can't never go wrong. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. So we welcome y'all. Thank you for joining Four Corners with Pepper Thomas, along with Mark A. Walker and Michael Upshaw. We do this twice a month, and it's been on Tuesday. So it's like every other Tuesday or some Tuesday of the month that we're on. So we welcome you here, and please subscribe to our channel, YouTube channel. Please subscribe. It is free. Like, share, tell everyone about it. I know y'all have contacts in your phones.
Yes.
I know y'all talk to people. So just, hey, sometimes you got to grab their phone and just put it in their phone.
That's right.
We have to help each other. So,
That's right.
yeah.
Right.
So,
That's right.
So, Mr. Michael Upshaw, how was your weekend?
It was wonderful. Football season has begun.
Oh, wow. Okay, just for that, this is what you get. Okay. Speaking of football, okay. So football season. So who's your team? Dallas Cowboys?
What?
I was just asking. I don't know. Football is football, right? Football?
I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan all the way.
How would I know that?
Because I'm on the East Coast in Pennsylvania.
I don't mean nothing. Dallas Cowboy fans are on
Well,
the
you know what? And you are absolutely right, because there are some Dallas Cowboy fans. I have a Dallas Cowboy fan lives right across the street from me. Oh, my goodness.
So see, is it that bad?
For him, it is.
Y'all are funny.
You're like, yeah, it is. Well, I'm glad that football season is giving you life, because it's football season. Nothing else matters. Football.
That's right. He doesn't look too happy when he comes out of his front door on a Sunday afternoon.
So do you rub it in? Do you go, hey, how you doing, neighbor?
Yeah, I sure do.
That is not nice.
Oh, yes, it is.
So, Mr. Mark A. Walker, how was your weekend?
It was wonderful. You know me, musician, play at church, learn music, and watched a little football, but I root for the home team. So the Commanders won last night, Monday Night Football. I always root for the home team, but I have been a diehard 49er fan for many years until something happened. But
Colin
I still
Kaepernick.
love football, though. I still love football. I like to see a good game. So,
Are you talking about Colin?
yeah, you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you know
I
that.
stopped watching too for like 3 years. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I was on that kick too, but I still like football. I support the fan base of it. I mean, I like the good players on pretty much any team. Doesn't matter who's playing, as long as it's a good game. You know, it's enjoyment. You know, I don't get anything whether they win or lose. You know, I just want to see a good game. So I'm not a fanatic for anybody other than just seeing a good game.
good game. Okay. Nice. Well, I had a good weekend.
I was
I
going to
got to
ask you.
see I got to see
Okay.
Mesa.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I got to see Mesa. I got to meet Carl Cox.
Yeah.
I got to meet Tim, who's the drummer for Mesa, and I got to meet Chris Davis.
The
Big
big
dog.
dog.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Big
That's our
dog.
producer friend. Yeah.
Chris Davis.
Yep.
Chris
Chris
Davis.
Davis. Chris Davis. So yeah, it was good. It was a jazz. Pamela Hart and her husband. She puts on a show every year, and so she had it this year, and she had Chelsea Green, Dr. Chelsea Green, who's the violinist.
Mm-hmm.
Bad sister.
Oh yeah, incredible.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Bad. Yes.
Oh wow.
And she's originally from Houston, so everyone from Houston came up. Like she's like, "Hey, Houston, Houstonians," and we were like, "Golly!" They took a whole place. Her mom and dad came down, and yeah, her church family came down. It was nice.
Oh great.
Yeah. So everyone, thank you guys for joining us here on Four Corners with Mark A. Walker, Michael Upshaw, and myself, Pepper Thomas. We have today a young lady who you will find out when you start talking to her. I see you looking in the background, Ciara. You will see that she's full of life, and she has a youthful spirit about her. So she's like, "Yes, I do. Thank you for noticing that. I noticed, Ciara. I noticed. So y'all, we are interviewing Ciara Grace today, and she will tell us during the interview who her daddy is, because her daddy is well known. And of course, Michael knows her dad, and Mark knows her dad. And I met her dad because we had him as a guest on Four Corners. So if you get a chance, go back and look at all of the videos on Four Corners. You just go to Four Corners with Pepper Thomas on YouTube, search that, and subscribe, and you can see all the interviews that we've done here on our platform. So let me introduce this young lady. Let me bring her in. Everyone, this is Miss Ciara Grace right here on Four Corners. Yes. Let me get your hand claps, girl. Gotta get your hand claps. Gotta get the hand claps. How is it going?
Thank you guys. I'm so excited to be here. You guys have already set the stage, and it's gonna be a fun time.
How excited are you? Like,
I'm very excited. You guys, I'm ready to get into this.
oh. You sure you're ready, Ciara? You ready?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's my cue, I guess, huh?
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, be ready for her.
Ciara Grace, we're so fortunate and glad to have you here. This is going to be a surprise to many people because a lot of people may not even know who you really are as far as your father, because your father's very well known in the industry. But before we get to his name, tell us a little about yourself. We know you're an artist, and you have some material out there now. So you just humble beginnings. Give us a little bit of humble beginnings of Ciara Grace.
I do. Okay, so I've kind of always grown up around music. My my preschool when I was really little was in the same development as where Morning Star was originally, my dad's studio. So I was over there constantly. My mom was, working the front desk, answering phones. I was probably in the corner playing Nintendo DS. I've had the incredible opportunity of, every musician that has come in and wants to talk to the small child in the corner. Like, they've given me such great insight. There was a guy who my dad used to work with. You might know him. His name was Joel Bryant. And when he would come in when I was really little, and he'd go, "Here, let me teach you a little something on the piano." And he used to teach me scales. And I've just been really fortunate to get to grow up around that. But on my off time, when I'm not working on music, I have lots of animals. My mom, as well as a singer-songwriter in her own right, is huge animal enthusiast. We've got probably like 5 dogs. We've got 2 horses and parrots. We've got birds.
Oh, wow.
Makes my house really fun at night. But yeah, and sorry, I'm trying to redirect myself. I probably started working on music when I was, 14, 15. I was writing it, but I had kind of blown off. I felt like for some reason, because it was so attainable to me, like I had this big studio. I had my dad who like knows everything about engineering and instrumentation, all this stuff. I felt like it was too easy for me. And somehow like I was going to be taking that opportunity away from someone else who didn't have access to all this stuff. But I was writing like late middle school, early high school anyway. And my dad begged me. He was like, please come record this. Like, just get it down. We don't have to do anything with it. And then he like gaslit me into making an album, basically.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me this, Ciara, what was your motivation in even getting to write a song? Because, songwriting isn't really easy for everyone. I'm not speaking of myself because it takes so long to write one song, like 2 or 3 years to be exact. But but you being at that young age, what was your motivation? What were you hearing? What kind of lyrics and stuff? What was coming to you?
Well, listen, it comes and goes in waves. You know what I mean? Like I have moments where I feel like I can't do anything but write. And then it's like, oh, I can't write for months. You know what I mean? But I think part of it was growing up with my mom. My mom she writes her own songs. She was always kind of writing songs around me. She was always asking for my input. And I feel like I kind of just got the feel for the way she does it. And I've always really liked music. You know what I mean? My favorite artists are always really lyricism based, and I would reread them constantly and try to pick out like, what is it about what you are saying that makes it so interesting and enjoyable to listen to? And from there, I feel like I kind of just started trying different things by myself with probably like the 3 chords I knew when I was 12, and trying to write stuff. And it kind of just kept going from there.
Oh, great.
So what were you listening to when you were younger, Ciara? What type of music were you listening to?
So a lot of everything. I mean, I've always really liked gospel and Americana because I feel like that's when I was little, that's what I was always hearing. Like my mom was always like working with Americana artists. My dad always had gospel artists in the studio. I remember when I was little and the only thing we could all ever really agree to listen to in the car was Taylor Swift. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
But I will probably listen to everything aside from like really heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
I do really prefer kind of like lyricism based music. You know what I mean? I want to be told something, but I will listen to everything, and I like everything.
Because I guess when you listen to heavy metal, like, can you really understand it?
No, I don't like feeling screamed at.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling yelled at.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's either the voices are yelling at you or the instruments are yelling at you.
Yeah. I didn't want to throw like that genre of music out under the bus because I'm sure everyone's very talented, whatever music you make, but it's not for me.
Yeah. Okay. So what is when you're writing songs, because you say you write songs, so what is your go-to instrument when you're writing songs?
Definitely guitar, just because I'm more like adept and I know more things about it. I guess I'm more comfortable playing it. Although I'll reach for a piano if it's how I'm feeling. It really just depends.
And so you're saying guitar and then piano. So how many instruments do you play?
If I'm being generous to myself, 4. So guitar and piano, I can play ukulele, but I feel like that's kind of just a tiny guitar. And I played cello for a year in 4th grade. So
oh wow,
I could probably get something out on that.
So would you be able to pick up a cello now and play?
I think it'd probably be easier to pick it up now since I'm taller. But sorry. But you know what? Maybe actually, because I didn't really play. Maybe guitars like helped me with string instruments that I might be better at it now than I was because I don't know. That'd be interesting though. I should try that.
Yeah, you should. Now since you can pick it up.
Yeah.
So what was your first? This will be my last question. I'm going to let Mike Upshaw jump in after this. What was your first song that you wrote? Do you remember what it was?
I do actually. It It was when I was I wasn't really sure what I wanted to write about, but I knew I wanted to make some kind of melody with something, right? And I used to read a lot of books, so I went to my bookshelf and I flipped through the pages and I ran through sentences and I picked one at random. And I think it was like, my dear, he said with exaggerated courtesy, do you know how much you really mean to me? And it was like a little diddle or something like that. But yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's great.
Nice.
How old were you?
I was probably around 11 or 12.
So did you record that song eventually?
No, I don't think so.
You should go back and do it.
Maybe I should. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I always had like floating around that I never fully completed. So.
Well, I think we should hear something from you. You agree, Pepper?
I agree. And then I guess when we come back, you can mention to us how you came up with the title of this album.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yes.
So, so let's play something from the album entitled Write Me Down. I guess we could play Write Me Down. She's like, well, should we play Write Me Down? Let's play Write Me Down. Everyone, this is Ciara Grace right here on Four Corners. Let's check it out.
When I was 16, a boy tried to tell me how I felt. And he hadn't a clue in mind, but it didn't sit right that he felt like he was allowed to make assumptions of petty emotion. So pen to paper I weaponized. And even now, laying alone at night, there's a mantra in my head going, write it down, write it down, write it down. Pretty words tend to shut them up now. Write it down, write it down, write it down. I might forgive, but I sure don't forget. So it became a constant, if I'm honest, penning down my enemies and letting them believe that I'm a ditz without a melody. Remarks that they don't think I notice. Talk your shit, it's alright. We all know who's getting the most from it. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Used to laugh, but you're scared of me now. Write it down, write it down, write it down. I might forgive, but I sure don't forget. Write it down, write it down. Might see you in a big crowd, feel nostalgic, and I'll wave down that I won't forget. And I'll greet you when you pass by, let you use me for a headline, but I won't forget. And I'll grow up and I'll move out to a big house in a big town, but I won't forget. And you'll become a footnote in the story, they'll write about me someday. I might forgive, but I sure don't forget. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Pretty words tend to shut them up now. Write it down, write it down, write it down. I might forgive, but I sure don't forget.
Wow. So therapeutic, like psychology now, like write all this stuff down. Don't forgive them, I forgive, but I don't forget. Is that what you're talking about? You're like, yeah, that's what. Wait, you're muted.
That's my bad. I said coping mechanisms. Very important.
Yes. Yeah, that was
So do
powerful.
you find yourself meeting someone? Do you use those skills as far as relationship, or how do you deal with that person? And
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think my journal or my diary or whatever I choose to write in that day, I'm always switching around. Knows everyone I've ever talked to, probably. But I also think that's the reason I can go back and I kind of can write so many songs about situations that might be gone by now, because I can go back and I can remember how I felt then.
And so we don't lose anybody. It may be some people out there right now that are saying, "Oh, what was that question about?" So you can share why I asked you that question, what you're going to school for right now. And
yeah, I'm going to school for psychology currently at Westchester University, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, that's definitely. I mean, you can probably like tell a little bit in the themes I write, especially the write it down.
So psychology, medical, you can prescribe medication, or is that psychiatry?
I actually fully don't know because I'm getting my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
So I don't fully know where I'm going to take it, but I'm just very interested in like thought processes and how people like develop psychologically, that kind of stuff. So we'll see.
So with you writing down everything in your journals, do you ever think that are you afraid that someone's going to see your journal?
No, girl, they're under lock and key.
They are.
That's hilarious.
I used to always tell my sisters, because when I was coming up, I had a diary, and now I have journals. Yeah. And as I've gotten older, I'm like, when I was young, I was like, don't read my diary. And now I'm like, you know what? If you pick it up, you shouldn't have been looking in the first place. So don't be offended when you see your name in the book, because I was writing about you because it's my journal and I can say whatever I want to say.
That's true. That's a good mindset to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You look at it, then hey, you see what you see.
Yep.
Should have been looking at my journal.
You hurt your feelings. 1,000%.
Well, you come from a musical family, and for those of you that don't know, her dad has been in the industry for a lot of years, Grammy-winning engineer. He's a musician as well, Mr. Glenn Barratt, and phenomenal engineer. And had some great sessions with him. I was just there, as a matter of fact, last week.
Really?
Yes. Yeah,
last week. See you. I was probably in the house across the street.
Okay. So. Yes. And have you? Are there any plans or discussions about collaborating on a recording with your parents? Have you thought about doing that?
Like singing together?
Yes, singing, playing, or.
Okay, well, technically, my mom and I did recently sing on something together. It wasn't for like public market, but my nephew just turned 1 year old, and my mom and I made him a little song because his name's Arthur, and we kind of made a little King Arthur fairy tale song for him, and that was fun.
Oh wow!
And I actually told my mom while we were doing that, I was like, we should do like a children's album.
Really,
like,
great idea.
Write it.
Yes,
this is a great idea.
With my father. Maybe. I don't know if you've ever heard his because he was a vocal major in college, I believe.
Oh,
he told
wow.
me.
Yeah, Glenn
have you ever heard those old songs he recorded?
No, I haven't had the opportunity.
He kind of sounds like Barry Manilow.
Really? Oh, wow, that's
really
wow.
It was very interesting to hear that voice come out of him. I was not expecting it.
Wow, I did not know that.
Wish you would have known that when we interviewed him. Could have been like,
right.
Hey, they're like, Barry Manilow, we need to hear something.
So, Ciara, when you did sessions with your father, he just engineered, or how did that go? He was just
that was actually probably working with my dad was the most interesting part of working on this album, because at that point, like I think we started fully like recording it when I was 16, 17, right? So I've gotten kind of used to like writing and playing instruments and doing all that stuff by myself, but I had no idea about how anything really worked in a studio past what I gleaned from like being around it. Which it's a plethora of knowledge involved. So I'm not going to pretend like I got all of it, but it was really, really fun because it didn't feel weird. You know, it's like I'm working with my dad. I don't feel weird to tell him I don't like the way that sounds. I want to do this instead. So it was very much, very comfortable to work together. And I think it was also cool because we were kind of doing like a pop alternative kind of sound, which I'm sure he has worked on stuff that has utilized that, but it wasn't like his forte. So we got to kind of discover together, like, oh, how do like these modern pop tracks like make this sound or this sound? Like, how can we emulate these effects? Which was really cool.
Oh, great.
And I guess it's safe to say, during those moments of recording with your dad, you could actually say no if he asked you to do something.
I was utilizing it. I felt so bad because he really does mean well, but sometimes he's like, he feels persistent on something. I'm just like, no, stop. I'm going to go get my mom.
That's funny.
And that works.
Yeah.
Wow. She comes in and says, Glenn, stop doing that.
That's the exact tone.
And then he looks at her like, yeah, okay, go ahead and do what you're going to do.
Go bring home another animal.
Now, are there any projects that your father's worked on that you're really proud of that's like that sticks out to you when you hear that this is your dad won a Grammy on this or something like that? Is there anything that sticks out?
Definitely everything he's like had one of those major accomplishments with. I think I also kind of have a special attachment to all the records he did with my mom because that was something I was also around a lot for, like getting to, I don't know, just see how they work together to produce something. And also one more that is actually my namesake. I think it was the first song he ever worked on that ended up on some kind of chart. The title was Ciara or Ciara, and he was like, I like that name. I think I'm gonna choose it for my daughter.
Oh wow!
And that's how we ended up here.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm very glad he liked that song. I like my name.
So how did you come up with the title of the album of Write It Down?
I think it just felt like it made the most sense to me. And I was kind of trying to, when I was originally working on this album, I wasn't spending all my time kind of thinking, how can I make everything loop back together? You know, how can I make this a cohesive theme? It was just like, I'm writing what I write. So I felt like calling it Write It Down, especially when I already had like the song title that was basically about, you know, me writing down all of my feelings and my problems. It kind of drew everything together. Like, okay, this is me kind of just like an ultra self-confessional kind of album.
Wow.
And you wrote everything on the album?
Yes, except for one of the last songs, Jesus or Elvis. That was a cover I did of one of my mom's songs.
Oh, great.
Okay. So your mom originally did the Jesus and Elvis. Okay, so tell me about the song. I'm just curious. Jesus or Elvis?
No, it's okay. So she actually wrote it when she was probably around my age, and I'm 21 right now. I don't know if I said that. But she was in a grocery store and she saw a magazine that was titled Who Has Had More like sightings after death, Jesus Christ or Elvis Presley? And she thought that was really funny. So it's not really about Jesus or Elvis. It's more of just like a very depressing song with that title.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Wow.
And I guess that's how titles come up and songs come up just out of the blue. You're in the grocery store, or you're at the washateria, or you're sitting in traffic, or
listen.
Yeah. Or you're trying to forgive someone and forget it. I don't know, and you're writing it down. Yeah.
Absolutely.
No pun intended. Absolutely. So let's go to another song that I want to play on this project of yours. Another song that stuck out to me. You made your choice, and it wasn't me. You made your choice, and it wasn't me.
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
Don't text me. Don't like. Do you think she would like it if you were like? Why are you contacting me?
And she didn't. They broke up. So.
Oh wow, that's a real song. Okay.
Oh, so he did choose you, and then he chose her, and then they're not together.
I mean, that's a whole separate thing, but that's a real story.
Oh wow.
Where you going? Yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah. That man has gotten what he's needed. That's a different conversation.
You notice me and Mike are quiet on this one, right? We can't defend him.
Lips are sealed.
Okay, well, y'all, this is Choices by Ciara Grace. Let's take a listen.
It's a bit bittersweet how you still talk to me, 'cause it's been like 2 years, you still can't say my name properly. But I never won't pick up the phone, and I'll still play the friend even though it feels wrong. Do you think that we've grown up enough to move on? 'Cause whatever you say, I'll disagree. I've been patient and quiet and loud and excited, laying down for you, and I'm not trying to fight it. And you were relentless until you weren't. So please don't you text me while your hands are on her. I don't wanna know, don't wanna be a bother. You made your choice, and it wasn't me. Still I hang on to this slow fraying rope, watching you from the other end, hoping you don't let me go. And I think to myself, where did I go wrong to get attached to someone who don't know himself from the dirt on his shoe, and changes his personality with everyone he talks to? Do you even know what you want from me? So please don't you text me while your hands are on her. I bet she doesn't know, I bet she wouldn't want it either. You made your choice, and it wasn't me, and it wasn't me, and it wasn't me. The girl who dropped everything and drive for you, just about anything but die for you. Don't call me crazy, I know you remember it too. Don't text me while your hands are on her. When I said we were friends, it was defeat, not an honor. You'll always feel sorry, you'll always run cold, you'll always find another girl who gives you something that I don't. And I still remember how you made your choice.
You didn't choose me.
Wow. Great
Beautiful
song.
song.
Great
Yes.
song. Really
Okay,
was.
you're on mute.
I keep forgetting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I
Great
am
song.
not that I always not that I like leave out that song, but I forget about it sometimes because it's not one of the more like ones I talk about more.
And it sounds like, to me, it sounds like Taylor Swift.
You know what? That's
Yeah.
funny because that's what it kind of wanted to be. So that's kind of what we produced. Like,
So would you shop it to her?
Yeah, if she wanted it.
Wow. Yeah.
I think you should shop it to her so
Yeah.
we can fly. Because I'm serious, it sounds like a Taylor Swift It has a country feel to it, a little bit of pop, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Yeah, great song.
Yeah.
So, given the chance to like work with any artists, who would be your top choice for a collab?
Probably. That's crazy. I know I should say Taylor Swift,
I
but
was about to say Taylor Swift.
I would actually be really excited to work with Phoebe Bridgers.
Mm,
I know she's got really like kind of really slow, like sad alternative thing going on, but I think she is such a phenomenal writer, and I think she does such cool stuff with her music. Like, I just feel like I don't hear like horns and the instrumentalist kind of she uses in her songs a lot in like modern music or like pop music stereotypically, and I think it's so cool.
mhm.
Wow.
So, what genre do you would you put your music in? What do you call it?
I would probably put it under alternative just because I feel like some of the stuff I write wouldn't qualify as pop, even though I do also write pop. But I feel like alternative is like a good bubble to like put it all under.
Oh, okay, okay. So, are you working on a new project now, or do you continue working even after you release?
1,000%. I did probably slow down a little bit just to try and catch up with. I'm really bad at marketing. I was telling Pepper before the show started, I'm really bad at it, but I pumped the brakes a little bit to try and work on that and try to get better at it. But I'm always writing. My dad recently gave me Pro Tools for my computer, so I've been slowly trying to teach myself engineering with his guidance, of course.
Mhm.
Because as much as I do enjoy writing from instruments and guitar and piano, I thought it'd be really cool to try and build production tracks first and then try and write to them.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, do you have any performances coming up?
I do. I have two. I'm opening for Koof Knots and Christine. Oh God, I forgot her last name. That's awful. But Koof Knots, I don't know if anyone here knows him. He is phenomenal. He's kind of in like the R&B rap realm, and his girlfriend Christine has this really beautiful voice, and she plays the harp, and it's very new agey, and it's all very cool. I'm opening for them at the Kelly Music Center on October 4th.
Okay,
Oh,
spell
right.
his name.
What?
Spell his name.
Kuf, Koof, and then Knots, Knot. I think it's Z, but I will 1,000% check.
Oh, I see it. TZ, yeah.
And he's a rapper.
Yeah, he kind of like positive rap.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cuff Knots and Christine Elise.
And then I also have I don't want to like throw stuff at you, but I also have a singer-songwriter circle I'm doing at the Bitter End in New York on October 7th.
Oh, great.
That's
Yeah,
great.
which I'm very excited about that as well.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, good, good.
So
Now,
have
when
you,
you
okay, go. I'm sorry.
oh, I was going to ask you, when you perform, are you performing with a live band tracks, or how do you
I've
find
kind of done everything. For a while, it was usually just me performing with me and the guitar, especially before the album started, because I used to tour with my mom when she would go, and I'd kind of open for her just to get the experience. But I have recently, I played World Cafe Live recently with a full band, which was
right.
super fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been doing it all.
How much are you involved with the live aspect as far as directing?
I would probably be more involved if my dad didn't know as much as he did. So, especially when it comes to like the actual live sound of it and trying
Right.
to figure out where everyone's level should be and stuff like that. When we're actually like figuring out, are we going to play it exactly like the record, or are we going to, differentiate here because it's live? I try to like, just because I wrote the songs, I'm like, all right, I feel like this would sound cool, or, we should do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
So do you feel that, in the industry, it's who you know and not so much as what you know? Do you feel that you being the daughter of Glenn has helped or hindered you in entering this realm of entertainment?
I think it has 1,000% helped me. I mean, aside from the fact I probably wouldn't have been able to do all this if I didn't have the resources to we already owned the equipment. It didn't really take much to sit here and produce it. And also, yeah, I think it would be not fair of me to admit, like, my parents know people who open clubs, and it's not necessarily that they hire me just cause, but it's like, hey, I'm this person, can you listen to my daughter and see if you like her and would perhaps like to have her perform? So stuff like that.
Okay. Nice. Well, I got another song.
Ooh, I'm excited to see which one.
Yes.
Ooh, this, okay. I'm not gonna tell you. I just play it. Okay, everyone, this is Ciara Grace. We'll see her reaction when I hit the play button.
There's an echo on the wind calling me home. I don't know whose voice it is, but it sounds like they're missing me so. Goodbye highway racers and drinks without chasers, and every stale afternoon out on the bleachers at my small town high school. I won't wait around for you. There's a meaning to this life, this much I know, and nothing to do with complaints or excuses or the people I've outgrown. Goodbye white hot summers and yesterday lovers, and every bad habit I got from my mother before the age of 17. And sometimes life is exactly the way it needs to be. There's an echo on the wind calling me home. There's a reason for this life, this much I know. Goodbye what I've been through, I'm sure that I'll see you again when I'm older, and I bet you'll seem smaller in comparison. There's an echo on the wind calling me home. There's an echo on the wind.
So you know what the question is.
This is actually a really fun song to talk about. So
you got all your bad habits from your mama before you were 17? Is that true?
Oh girl. That's where the psychology degree came
I knew it was coming.
But this is such a fun song to talk about. Where do I want to start with this? Can I tell you guys why I wrote this song real quick?
Of course.
So it was my first year of college. I always tell everyone that it's about like kind of the transition from high school to college, but I'm lying. I mean, it is, but that isn't why I wrote it. I was in this class called First Year Experience, which they require every freshman student to take. And I thought it was a little ridiculous. It was like an hour-long class. You had to go to it like 3 times a week. and it was like worth 4 credits. So it was like worth a lot. And all they really taught you about was how to like use the like things that could have been included in an email, basically. And we weren't really doing everything when we were there. So I kind of just stopped going because I was like, I already know all this. And at the end of the year, the professor emailed me and he was like, hey, you're not doing well in this class. You can either, you know, do this project where you think you had to like talk to a screen, you had to like write about something about life or whatever, and submit it in a video format. And I was like, I'm going to write a song and hope that they like it enough to pass me. And so I wrote Echo and they passed me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Wow.
I wish I would have done that when I was in school.
I know. I was like, this could either work and turn out really great, or I'm going to be embarrassed about it for the rest of my life. So,
wow. So when your mom heard the lyrics, what did she think?
Oh, she thought it was funny.
She didn't say, "What did you learn from me?" You like everything.
She knows.
She knows, huh?
She knows. Something also really funny about this song is there's a line where I say, at my small town high school, I had a graduating class of 1,500. So it was not a small town high school. That was just for fun that I wrote that.
Yeah, 1,500 is a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of names.
Golly. I'm trying to think when I graduated, like, what? Okay. 1,500.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more than the town I was from. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Y'all have any more questions?
Yeah, you know, there's songs. Have you like the song that you wrote about where he made the choice, and did that really like hurt you? Where did you go through something? I'm sure you did. You wrote about it, but
it was. I feel like that's also kind of one of the more embarrassing songs I've written, because like one of the opening lines is, "You still can't say my name properly," and he couldn't. He called me Ciara for like way too long. That was socially acceptable. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it always kind of hurts in situations like that where it's like, oh, we've been going back and forth at this for so long, and you still decided in the end like that, like this was all for nothing then, you know?
Wow, has he heard it? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you.
He's heard it. He's heard
it.
Like,
someone's told him by now.
Yes.
Someone's told him.
We can make sure. Give us his address, and Pepper, you can
no.
His email address.
Mark.
Next question.
No, I'm wherever Michael's. I'm right there. Yes, yeah. Give me the information.
Next question. Don't let these two get you in trouble.
It's like,
he's heard the song. I'm pretty sure he's heard it several times. I'm sure somebody went back and told him that he's a star the wrong way on somebody's record. Pretty sure.
I mean, he probably has, because look at Taylor Swift. She writes every song she writes and has gotten a Grammy about a relationship.
Listen, that's not even the worst song about him on the album. I don't know if you've got to listen to the whole thing. If you listen to Lost Cause, it's there too.
Oh wow!
Oh really?
Yeah, I did hear that one. Yeah, I listened to that one. So yeah, now it makes sense.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that the way that you wrote it, like you're saying the things like, "Don't you text me while you holding her hand." I was like,
yeah,
people do that. They'd be like,
"No, they do," and then they think they get away with it. It's like, no.
It's like, don't text me while you holding her.
We got the internet now. I can see.
Oh God.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we just wanted to make sure, so if you want us to do it, Pepper, you'll do it, right?
Oh yeah.
Sierra, don't listen to these two right here, okay? Don't listen to neither one of these.
I'm down, Sierra.
We take a screenshot.
No, Sierra, we'll just write another song, okay? That's what we do. We'll get paid for doing this, okay?
That's the best revenge. That's
the best revenge. You're the songwriter. You can say whatever you want to say in words, and trust me, that'll hurt later on.
I hope he's broke.
You can say whatever you want to say.
And at your Grammys, when you win 2 and 3 Grammys off that song, you'll be like, "Thank you for
being awful."
Everything, yeah. Thank you for being awful, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for texting me.
While you were holding her hand.
Because see, Mike and Pepper will find a picture of him and post it somewhere when you win the Grammy. He'd be like, we don't want that. We just want the world to know that there was a knucklehead somewhere.
Oh, listen,
They
I
help
don't
you get
want
where
to
you get.
associated with that man, so that's fine.
Think to yourself, no, we don't.
That's funny.
I'm sorry. It was yeah.
No, girl.
And just for y'all's FYI, what do y'all think is in here? Because I know y'all looking at me sideways.
The blood of Christ, girl.
I think it's fruit juice.
What you think, Mark? Chicken grease?
I have no idea what it was, and I plead the fifth 2 times.
This was hibiscus tea.
She said
It's
chicken
what?
grease.
Hibiscus tea.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is excellent.
Yeah.
Good for your blood. Yeah. I love hibiscus tea.
That's what they call it now. I'm just joking.
What did they call it when you? What did they call it when you were coming up?
I never did those things. I was a church boy. Still am. I've been called a church boy so many times. Never did it.
Step back, Sierra. Step back, Michael.
I know you should send me. This you want to receive your blessing. You want to sit closer. I've never. No.
Oh no.
I've never had anyone. I've never drunk. I've never been drunk. Nothing. I really am. I've been at church. I've never alcohol. Nothing. I was the guy that drove everybody home.
Oh,
I mean, that's smart. Don't let a church boy stop you from drinking wine, though. My dad has at least 3 glasses a day. That man, you should see our wine card. It is stacked.
So does he drink red or white?
Red. Yeah. Wine and coffee is what that
How
is.
do we get on this question? How do we get off of it now? I heard music in the background, so you're at the studio right now, right?
I am at the studio right now. Yeah,
that's great.
It's our little office upstairs.
You just can't seem to get away from that place, huh?
No, I can't. I cannot.
Now, what's your? I know it's a late question, but what's your greatest childhood memories being at the studio with your parents?
Oh man,
are there any good ones that you remember?
This is gonna be really weird and specific, but there was a room in the old studio where I think my dad kept like all of his kind of old machines, and you had one of those CD stacker things. I forget what the machine was called, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I just really loved the way that room smelled, kind of like fresh paint and technology. And that always really sticks with me. But honestly, like all of it, like everyone I've met in music, like through the studio, like being able to hang out with them while they're working on music, like I don't take it for granted ever. Okay.
You have any pictures or anything like that? I'm sure somebody's taken a picture or two
I
of you.
actually definitely do have some kind of stuff around here. Here, let me, if I can hold this up. Oh, this is hanging in here. This was from forever ago, but this was me on stage at World Cafe Live.
That's special.
During my mom's set, she called me up. Here, I've got a fun one for you guys.
Looks like he was like 4 years old holding the microphone.
I was tiny. That forehead. Someone got to tell her.
And did you have red hair?
I think it's kind of like dirty blonde.
Oh wow.
This man right here. That's who you were talking to last time. It's Glenn Barratt.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's real young there.
Wow.
So have you ever been starstruck? Like, has someone come in and you go, I listen to their music. Have you ever done that?
You know what? We actually got in was it the Village People that did YMCA?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, we got in the Village People one time, and I was like around for it, and I was like, oh my god.
Y'all do the letters, the alphabet. Yeah.
My dad met Queen Latifah when I was a baby. If I had been any older, I would have loved to be in on that as well.
Oh wow. The
Nice.
Village People, huh?
Yeah.
Way back, man.
So
Wow.
Sierra, where's the guitar?
Where's my guitar? Oh,
Yeah.
probably anywhere in here. You want
Okay,
me to find
get a
one?
guitar. Yes, I want you to find one and play.
I'll bring you guys with me. We'll take a little trip through the studio.
Okay.
This is
Let's see if we can find my father somewhere.
He gonna be like, what? Be like, yeah, Glenn. Glenn.
Wow.
Where should I don't know if you guys have seen around. This is the mix room.
Yeah.
We're not the mix
It's been
room.
many
This
years.
is the big instrument room.
Yeah, I've been in there.
I haven't been there in years.
We're going in here.
Are people writing on the wall that come to the house?
Yeah. No. Dad has started this where everyone kind of signs their name on the wall if they come over here. I'm probably about 5 times somewhere along these walls.
I've seen some very interesting names on that wall.
I'm just stealing a guitar real quick.
Oh, sure.
Do you know where Glenn is?
Dinner.
Dinner. Is he at the house? Oh, geez. Sorry.
Sound like it was a live session.
Yeah, Glenn's at. Yeah,
All right.
Dad.
Oh, Glenn's at. It's like in the
Yeah.
studio, his
So
name
cool.
is Glenn. When he's at home,
Yeah.
like, in the studio, you're Glenn.
Well, I feel I'm like, I don't know if everyone knows who I am, so I'm just like, where? You're not even over here right now.
Yeah, I know where you are.
Wow.
I've been up there.
Oh,
It's been years.
Girl, you fast.
thank you. I try. I think I just heard. Dad, come here. Come here.
Oh, it's
And
really
then she said,
embarrassing.
Dad. She did have Glenn.
Come
Glenn,
here.
come here.
Oh, you brought my
Dad.
guitar.
Glenn.
Here he is.
Mr. Glenn, how you doing, sir? You're live.
Hey,
I
man.
am alive.
For now.
How are you?
Okay.
Get live entertainment.
We'll take
Mr.
that.
Glenn Barratt.
You can take that one back if you'd like. Having good conversation here. Thank you for the capo. Have a lovely day.
Wow.
And that is probably.
It's one glass a day.
He's listening.
We want to watch it now.
Came back in to say no, and then shut the door.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. He heard
All right, now.
He's like, I'm looking at that video. You said 3 glasses a day.
You know, it's funny because I can get my mom on here too. He forgets that.
That's
He
hilarious.
gets after one, huh? He's like, has it been one? Oh, yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yes, that was Glenn Barratt, everyone.
Yes.
What would you guys like to hear something new?
Yes, of course.
Sure, yes.
Okay. Let's figure out what capo this is on. So I'm gonna play you guys a song that I wrote about my current boyfriend right now.
Okay.
I wrote it when I met him. We've probably been together for 2.5 years. Not that this is relevant to the song, but
Okay.
for lore.
Okay.
I could be as honest as you wanted, but I'm slow to speak. In the darkest corners of my mind, here lies my elegy. I used to smoke my weight, then throw it up, and then get me and I'm so into you. I'm scared of who you make me wanna be. It's a green light if I ever saw one, oh my. Could you please stop playing the good guy? I'd feel a whole lot better being so damn bitter. Babe, you know you hit me bullseye. Sharpened an arrowhead or 2 or 5. Pulled the string back tight and sighed and hit me bullseye. You were like the cultivation of everything I didn't want to need. Your slow approach, your quiet stare, the way you fight until you bleed. So what did you do to me? I don't recognize myself. What did you do to me? Sharpened an arrowhead or 2 or 5. Learned who I was and at the perfect time. Made room for me, now we lay intertwined. Pulled the string back tight inside and hit me bullseye. It's a green light if I ever saw one, oh my. Could you please stop playing the good guy? I'd feel a whole lot better being so damn bitter. Baby, you know you hit me bullseye.
Sounds like a falling in love song to me.
That's right.
Love it. Wow.
Thank
That's right.
Off
you.
the cuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I noticed that
That's
it
great.
started off kind of like mellow, right?
Yeah.
And as you got toward the end, you're like, I'm really excited about this. Like you did. You are like, green light, let's do this.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I'm like, how loud can I sing up here before someone hears?
Great. No, it sounded great.
You're in a
Sounds great.
studio.
Yeah.
You're in a studio house. You're in a
True.
studio.
They should be expecting it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Well, thank you for sharing that with
Yeah,
us. We
thank
got
you.
it exclusive
Thank
right
you.
here on Four Corners.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time you performed that song?
I do it a bit live here and there,
Okay.
just because it is nice to like play something I've written in my 20s,
Okay.
and not when I was just like a teenager. But I haven't put it out anywhere. I haven't played it on anything else that's been recorded. So
Nice. Okay. So did you tell him that you wrote the song about him, and what was his reaction?
yeah. Oh, he loves it. He has been so supportive about like everything regarding music, which is really fun because he's in school to be a PA, so he's not like
Oh, so
really-
music is
he's not really musical. Man, he's so supportive. He's gone to like every show he can make. He was in the studio all the time, like at the tail end of us finishing everything up.
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
we wish you the best.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
And whoever you are out there, you messed up.
Mm-hmm.
You sure did. Write a song about that.
Yep.
Okay.
You made the wrong choice.
These men are telling you. They're telling you.
Texting people while you're with so.
These two, let me tell you.
But we thank you so much for joining us. Give everyone your social media handles so they can follow you and support you. And if you have a YouTube channel or website, all that also.
So actually my Instagram, you can find me on Instagram at Ciara.Grace. And in my bio is a link tree to all of my social media. So it's all right there. It's real easy. So yeah, that's how you can find me, and you can stream my music and you can enjoy it.
Nice.
And can you give those dates again in case anybody missed your where
Yeah,
you'll be?
absolutely. So I'm opening for Koof Knots at the Kelly Music Center, just outside of Philly on October 4th. And I will be playing the Bitter End in New York on October 7th in a singer-songwriters round.
Okay. All right. Well, we're so happy that you were able to come on and share your story with us here at Four Corners.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Michael, let them know who is coming up in October.
Well, on October the 2nd, we will have Deanna Ransom. She's a gospel award-winning artist, and we're looking forward to her being here. And we have some other guests that we're going to be confirming soon, like Eduardo Centron. So we'll give you the date on that, but keep your eye open for Deanna Ransom, and you will really enjoy her. She's another great artist.
Nice.
Oh, great. Looking forward.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining Four Corners with myself, Mark A. Walker, and Michael Upshaw. And we thank you, Ciara Grace, for gracing us, no pun intended, for gracing us with your appearance today, Ciara Grace.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And everyone, we'll see you guys on next month. Don't forget, subscribe to Four Corners, hit that button, and it is free. And tell your friends and family and everyone. Just tell everybody. And I mean everybody. Okay?
Everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, everybody.
So you
It's
guys
free.
have a safe week. I was about to say weekend, but it's only Tuesday. So have a safe week. That's what I need to say. Have a safe week. And
don't forget to register to vote.
yes.
Yeah, register to vote. Yep.
It is
Register
important.
to
I don't know
vote.
when is the date in you guys area in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania? Because in Texas it's October 7th. They have until October 7th in Texas to register to vote. So I think it's different places.
Yeah, I think ours may be is it October or the November? I'm not sure the exact date.
No.
It's up until November.
No, I think it's October.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Hey, y'all good.
Everybody's October. I just think it's just different days.
I don't know.
It could be the 5th or the 7th here. I'm not sure.
November 11th or November 5th, I think, is the last time you can register.
Okay.
Right.
Because I know that in Wisconsin, I heard that in Wisconsin, if you show up to the polls to vote and they say that you're not registered, you can register on that day that you're supposed to vote. Yes, that's in Wisconsin.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah. So everyone find out what the guidelines are in your state.
Yes.
Just read up on that
Yeah,
information.
found out myself.
It's important. Don't expect the different parties to tell you what you need to do. You have to have that information before you get there. You know, they're saying take your electricity bill, make sure you have your ID, do everything that have everything that you could possibly need that you just don't know. And your vote does count.
That's right.
Yes.
Don't just register.
Yeah. When you say it doesn't, it does.
Don't trust America. Do not trust the rest of America.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's important. It's really important. So thank you guys for joining us. Have a great rest of the week, and we will see you guys on next month, October.
Yes.
Okay, y'all. Bye.
If you want that inspirational, turn your radios. Sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. You gotta sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. If you want that grown and inspirational, then turn your radio to the Four Corner Show. Hot and spicy topics coming for the show. So let's get personal on the Four Corner